So on a pleasant Monday afternoon, 7th of June, we'll get our next update underway. The first thing to talk about is we got some 3-spot or blue gouramis reproducing in this lily pond. That's one of the ideas as well, to produce something other than water chestnuts, in addition to water chestnuts. We put in this very humble, modest fish trap made of a soda bottle cut in half. We left it there on Saturday. Today is now Monday, and we caught a bunch of tadpoles, and we caught one little blue gourami. Unfortunately, because we left it for too long, seems like 48 hours is too long, and all the tadpoles suffocated as well. Well, so did the little blue gourami. So that's not going to work. We're going to have to work out some other way to trap these things, or otherwise simply check on the trap much more frequently than every 48 hours. But there they are. There's an inch-long baby blue gourami. We got lots in this pond. The problem is getting them out. That's the first part of the update. I'll be back with more. So here's another part of the update. This is pond 2, and I don't know if you can read the numbers, but I'm measuring here from dirt to the tips of the stems. And these water chestnuts, the pond 2, that were planted mid-May, a little bit before the full moon, that were transplanted rather mid-May, a little bit before the full moon, are now over 1 meter tall. That's very good. This is a plant that can grow 1.5 meters, but anything over 1 meter indicates some real vigor, and of course it still has 3 more months to go, or 2 more months to go, before we make the first exploration. So that's wonderful. They're looking really good color. We're up for fertilizing ponds 2, 3, and 4. Their second dose of fertilizer, which is right after flowering, the flower heads. I don't know if you can see them down there. They're very small. They have a little tuft of white flowers, tuft of white threads more than anything. But anyway, that's pond 2. So there's another update on the size, the height of these plants. A little over 1 meter. And third part of the update is, here we're looking at some of the new ponds that we were able to plant. 15, 16 back in the back there. 17, 18. 19 is pending yet. 2021. And then of course we also have the construction continues because of the support that we've received from the States, from stateside. So here's another pond that's now been completed, and the next one that's come along, you can see the stakes there marking the outline. It's been raining a lot, very overcast, very miserable conditions, heavy clay soil, so the boys haven't been able to do as much as we'd have liked, but they've knocked out this one and they're working on the next one. They're working about 4 hours a day. And they're going to work right down this hill, down to where you see the soil. All that soil will then have to be sieved and put back in the ponds over on top of the liner. So that's part 3 of the update, and I think that'll do it for now. See you next week. One last thing, this is our lower reservoir where we keep the excess rainwater that siphons off the ponds as it's dripping in. You can see, unfortunately, it needs a lot of work. This was done in a rushed manner last year. We got the loan, but unfortunately the liner has collapsed around the outside. It needs to be done properly with, bricks and mortar. However, there's a lot of life in this pond. I'm going to try to zoom in on a speck that's in the middle of the screen there. That's the head of a frog. I don't know if you can make it out, but that's a large frog hanging out there. He'll start calling in a bit, I'm sure. There's also a very large snake that lives in underneath this liner. I just saw his head. It's black, non-venomous. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it eats frogs, and he's just having a ball down here. He's a big one, but he's shy. And as soon as I came along, he felt my vibration. He tucked his head back in under the liner, and he won't be seen for another while, so I won't just sit here waiting. But he's in there. So there's a lot of life, even in this dilapidated lower reservoir, and of course we want to get it fixed up nicely so it'll be nice and deep, and even put some goldfish in this one. And of course keep it cleaner as well. But anyway, off for now.